हाँ जी विद्यासागर जी।
अच्छा
How can you not come?
Okay, namaste everyone. We are expecting about 50 people to join. We'll give people another couple of minutes to join before we get started.
Muted.
We will start at 6:03 p.m. Central Time, which is another 2 minutes from now. Okay. All right. Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to you all. There's a hurricane which is about to hit the Texas Louisiana coast. So hopefully, the guys who are joining us from this area of the Gulf Coast, U.S. Gulf Coast, are staying safe. Uh, please take all precautions. We don't know what we are up against. So, anyways, very warm welcome to you all. This is our third open house for this year. We had two open houses on 15th of August, uh, talking to the parents about our VSS, Dayanand Arya Vedic Sanskriti School, what we uh, want to offer, and then we answered a whole lot of questions. So we received a request because a lot of parents were not able to join us on the weekend to have another such open house on a weekday. So this is our third open house to cater to the request to the parents who could not join us that time. So without any further delay, we will get started. Before we get started, I would like to request Acharya Harish ji, Acharya ji, few words from your side. Acharya ji, you're mute.
Namaste. Thank you, Ankit ji, and welcome to this third open house. I would just like to share a couple of small points, but have a lot of depth in the value. First thing I want to say is Indian civilization is, of course, the ancient civilization, but the only surviving ancient civilization. We don't see people who claim to be, the who claim that Mayan civilization people were their ancestors. We don't see people who claim that we are the children of those who built pyramids in Egypt. And there were many other ancient civilizations, but there are no significant representatives of those civilizations. Ours is an exception, and we have a lot of literature. Besides the literature, we have Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, and now a lot of things are emerging in villages near Haryana and so on and so forth, what is called Indus Valley civilization. So we are one very unique, and that's where we want to say that we belong to a tradition called Sanatan Hindu Dharma, Sanatan Vedic Dharma, Satya Sanatan Vedic Dharma, whatever you call it. The word Sanatan means eternal principles. So, our principles are eternal, and that's what is our strength, that our civilization continues to exist in its form. However, this is now second point. However, we have gone through massive decline and degradation, and that Sanatan Hindu Dharma in large form exists as Hinduism or Hindu as a religion. So when you meet a common Hindu, he does carries some Sanatan principles like reincarnation and Ishwar is everywhere. He gives me the rewards of my action. He is watching me 24 by 7. He has some correct ideas, but he has picked up a lot of wrong notions also. That's why he thinks he is also a faith based religion like many other religions. Otherwise, we are actually following eternal principles that are not divisive, that are not appealing only to a section of people. If properly understood and if properly conveyed to another intelligent person, then yes, they will have their impact on every human being, and that we see to some small extent. Now, the third point, of course, this is a Vedic Sanskriti school targeting towards young children who have tender minds, and they can pick up the fresh ideas without any bias or prejudice. But this is where I want to add, because we, the adults, the parents of the children who might have been born in India or say might have been born in America, whatever is the reason, just because we have this particular ethnicity, we are likely to take it for granted that we are very much aware of Sanatan principles. But as you know, as I said, we have gone through massive decline, so we are less likely to be aware of all this. So take this VSS as an opportunity to convey these beautiful principles to your children, to your grandchildren, but also you have an opportunity to be part of it as a volunteer, as a teacher, or in any other aspect. And then you can also pick up some of the ideas which we want to convey. And if when you pick up, then I think the whole family is on the same page, and that helps everybody around. So, with these words, I would like to pass it on back to Ankit. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Acharya ji, for the kind introduction. So Acharya ji has basically summed up the spirit of DAVSS in a couple of minutes. What we are trying to achieve, what you're seeing on the screen is basically a summary of what we are trying to achieve. So we have a lot of stuff to cover in a very short amount of time. So we will speed up things a little bit because we want to leave time for you all to ask your questions. So the flow of this presentation will be like we'll cover the presentation, and then if you have any questions, we request you to please hold on to them. We will have plenty of time towards the end. So please don't go away. If you have questions, just please hang on to the questions. We will come back to them after the presentation. Thank you. So our goal of DAVSS, Dayanand Arya Vedic Sanskriti School, is to impart Vedic values to students all the way from pre-KG to high school, mentoring them to achieve their full potential. To give you all a good glimpse of what we do in the school, we'll be playing a short video. It's a 7-minute long video, which will give you a good overview of what we do here in the school. So 1 second. Here we go.
Namaste. My name is Kashish Kalita. I want to welcome you all to my DAV Sanskriti School, named after Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati. It was established in 1994. My school hours are from 9:45 a.m. to 12 p.m. every Sunday. Sharp at 9:45 a.m., I and my 100 plus friends assemble neatly in the main lobby. We recite the Gayatri mantra followed by Vedic mantras in unison and learn their meaning. Every Sunday, one of the students speaks in English or Hindi on a topic of his or her choice. My school has 3 sessions. The first one, which is also my favorite, is Naitik Shiksha, moral instruction. We have 10 age groups from age 4 to 13. Every age group sits for Havan once a month. Second session is devoted to Hindi conversation. Third session is for electives, and we have many choices to choose from: Hindi writing and reading, Indian music, dance, tabla, yoga. My elective is Hindi.
Namaste everyone, my name is Ankit Bhatla. I just took VDAT exam number 1 at Arya Samaj of Greater Houston. Very happy because I just found out I passed. Very excited. I would like to commend Arya Pratinidhi Sabha of America for this great initiative.
AYM is a special group in my school for my high school brothers and sisters. It is a wonderful sight to see them working in a team doing several Seva projects, outreach, and community services.
DAV संस्कृति स्कूल में आके हमारे पूरे परिवार में काफ़ी सकारात्मक चेंजेस आई हैं। जैसे कि मेरा बेटा वो पहले कभी उसने किसी चीज़ में इतना पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया था। यहाँ आके वो चाइल्ड स्पीकर बना और हिंदी में होली के दौरान जो भी प्रोग्राम हुआ था उसके बारे में उसने बताया।
My teachers and volunteers regularly attend the sessions by Acharya Harish ji.
हम यहाँ लास्ट 6 years से आ रहे हैं।
6 साल से कॉन्टीन्यूसली मेरा बड़ा बेटा आ रहा है और छोटा बेटा 3 साल से आ रहा है अभी। तो हिंदी बोलना और लिखना तो एक छोटी सी चीज़ है। यहाँ आके हमने इंडियन कल्चर, हमारी इंडियन थिंग्स, जो भी वैल्यूज़ जो मिसिंग है, हमने वो बच्चों को सिर्फ सिखाया नहीं, वो जस्ट यहाँ पर आता रहा और सीखता रहा। संस्कृति स्कूल में हम इकट्ठे प्रेयर करते हैं, जो बहुत अच्छा लगता है। हमें खुद इतना अच्छा लगता है कि किसी भी संडे हम लोग नहीं आते तो हमें मिसिंग लगता है, तो हम यहाँ पर आकर अपना एक परिवार जैसा है।
This year, we celebrated Maharishi Dayanand's birthday in a huge way, with all students participating in a month-long celebration.
Its food, Mool Shankar began to wonder how will the idol save the world. Mool Shankar spent years wandering and devoting himself to spiritual pursuits in forest Himalayas and pilgrimage sites in northern India.
भारत के प्रांत गुजरात में एक गांव है टंकारा, उस गांव के ब्राह्मण कुल में जन्मा एक बालक प्यारा।
मैं यहाँ पे योगा पढ़ाता हूँ और मेरे योगा क्लास में 6 साल से 13 साल तक के बच्चे हैं और बहुत आनंद आता है बच्चों को योगा सिखाने में।
Mature and responsibility being in this school and more cultural. Now she participates with us at home for praying, you know, गायत्री मंत्र उसको आता है, that's a big thing, right? वो हम बहुत struggle कर रहे थे, तो उसका, and she knows all the like Hindu culture related things, like because we have so many events every year going here, which we cannot actually let her to participate outside, and we don't have that platform.
There is an excellent team of 70+ volunteers to ensure that every kid like me builds a bright future, mixing the best of the East and the West. Together we can make this world noble.
I hope you all like this video. This is from 2 years back, but still, I mean, nothing has changed. The excitement, the enthusiasm that you see in all these in the students, in the teachers, it's still very much the same. We are trying to grow as much as possible to reach as many people as possible. So, but behind all of this, we have a huge team working together, and it comprises mostly of teachers and volunteers. I mean, who are highly skilled, successful. They're doctors, engineers, lawyers, professional teachers, artists. They're all volunteers. Nobody is paid. So to keep this whole organization together, we'd like to introduce you to some key individuals, starting with our DAVSS Houston director, Acharya Dr. Kavita Vachaknavi. You can see unki degrees, they're never ending. PhD, MPhil, Shastri, MA. She's a writer, she's a poet, she's a critic, social linguist, editor. She's a language tech professional and human rights activist. She's served on a number of different organizations, she was the founder secretary of Vishwambara, which was an organization for propagation of human values based on Vedic philosophy. She's an eminent contemporary writer. She has received a number of awards for contributions to different streams of Hindi language. She is also well recognized for her contributions on IT related to Indic languages. She is a visiting faculty at different institutes all over the world, and she's also a consultant and examiner for Cambridge International Examination at Cambridge University. We are extremely proud and very glad that we have such an eminent personality as the director of our school. नेक्स्ट आवर स्पिरिचुअल गाइड आचार्य हरीश चंद्र जी. इनके बारे में तो जितना बोला जाए वो ही कम है. आई मीन पीपल थिंक कि ऐसा इंडिविजुअल्स वर्ल्ड में एग्जिस्ट करते हैं, नहीं करते, बट हियर वी हैव समवन who we can talk to on a daily basis. Acharya Harish ji is a combustion scientist. He with degrees in aeronautical engineering from IIT Kanpur in India and a PhD in combustion science from Princeton University in USA. Uh, at a very young age, in his early 20s, he served as an advisor to the engine research department at Volkswagen in Germany. But I mean, his mind was always to go back to India and then do something related to Vedas and Maharshi Dayanand Saraswati. So he went back to India. For the time being, a little bit, he served as the deputy director in Indian Automotive Research Institute in India until 1994, and then he left everything. He then started Dayanand Institute of Vedic Sciences in Hyderabad. In the meanwhile, in 1997, he was invited by Mr. Claes Nobel. He's the grandson of Mr. Alfred Nobel. Must know him from the Nobel Prizes. To be the chief executive of the Nobel Peace University, which was about to start in Norway in 1997. But Acharya ji ne politely refused, declined that offer, and because he wanted to devote all his life to Vedas and Maharshi Dayanand Saraswati. Since then, he has authored several books on Vedas, law of karma, Yoga Sutras, meditation, vegetarianism, etc. And then he's a very strong proponent, I mean, his classes on Patanjali meditation based on Yoga Sutras are considered most authentic and comprehensive. They go beyond mindfulness into the state of mindlessness. And that is what we're trying to achieve. How do we connect to the supreme consciousness as what was envisaged in Yoga Sutras? So we are extremely glad that we have very prominent two acharyas here supporting us in our Vedic Sanskriti schools. This is our team in DAVSS Houston. Along with the DAVSS Houston, this year we are being joined by VSS from other parts of the country. First up is VSS New York, Vedic Sanskriti Schools of Suburban New York. It was started in January 2019 and has been running successfully since then. Along with that, we have our team from VSS Chicago and VSS Long Island. Since this presentation was made, a number of other Arya Samajas have also joined with us. I think Arya Samaj of North Carolina. There's also Indianapolis and a few more cities. So if I'm not naming you, then please don't mind.
New Jersey. If I can add, Aisha, New Jersey is very.
New Jersey is on.
Yes, Arya Samaj of New Jersey. Yes. So now, like we said, DAVSS caters to students all the way from pre-KG till high school. First, we will cover up to grade 8, and then we will go on to the high school portion. So first, up to grade 8, DAVSS was established by Arya Samaj of Greater Houston in 1994. And like we mentioned before, it's a 100% volunteer-run organization. We have a beautiful large campus here in the city of Houston with support from over 50 teachers, volunteers who help us every Sunday and during the week to run the school in its present shape and form. We have 11 age-based class groups, which run our classes are 3 periods, along with different electives, which you can see on the screen. We have weekly Agnihotra Havan training, and then meditation classes as well. And then we also have our own Naitik Shiksha textbooks. The picture you can see on this bottom right. Then along with that, we have a number of new initiatives that we have introduced over the last couple of years. First up is the Vedic Sanskriti Parv. We are actually having our Vedic Sanskriti Parv for this year, this coming weekend. We also have regular parent-teacher meeting. We have a number of festival celebrations, Yajman opportunities for parents, where parents can do seva in a very traditional way and celebrate family occasions. We offer free dance classes, and then we also have our own Cub Scouts. So since till March of this year, we were running face-to-face classes. We were meeting in person, but then COVID struck. So in a matter of 2 weeks, our teachers and volunteers took up the challenge and went online. So for a good portion of 2 months, March, April and May, as well as during the summer, we were running virtual classes. So the picture that you see on the screen just show, how we all quickly went online, virtual, to make sure that we stay in touch with our community, stay in touch with the children. And again, I apologize if I'm going a little bit fast because we want to leave plenty of time for you all to ask questions. So here, what you see on the screen is our curriculum. Our school starts at 9:45 every Sunday. Again, this is Central Time, 9:45 a.m. every Sunday. It runs till 12 o'clock. It's divided into 3 periods. So 9:45 to 10 o'clock is the morning assembly, where we recite Gayatri Mantra and Ishwar Stuti Pratna Upasana mantras. Then after that, we have our Naitik Shiksha class, which is the first period. After Naitik Shiksha, we have our Hindi class, where we talk about, where we learn spoken Hindi, Hindi conversation, and Bharatiya Itihas. Then third period is elective, where the students can choose any one elective from Vedic Bhajan, dancer size, yogasan. We have plenty of choices. The school finally wraps up at 11:55 with a message, Vedic message for the week and Aarti. Now, since the school has been running for so long, we would like to show you a small clip where a parent is sharing their experience. 1 second.
Namaste, this is Sushma Mahajan. I want to share with you my experience with the DAV Sanskriti School summer camp this year. Although COVID-19 has put a lot of strain on all our activities, but it has also created new opportunities too. All these years, I used to lament that my grandkids who are not in Houston cannot make use of this, our DAV Sanskriti School. Thanks to Acharya Kavita ji and her dedicated volunteers who made it possible by offering this summer camp. This is the first time this summer program was offered. So I jumped at this opportunity and enrolled my grandson, who's 15, and my granddaughter, who's 10-year-old. Since this was the first time for them to be exposed to this kind of program, and also they don't understand or speak Hindi, I would join their classes through Zoom from Houston while they are locked on from Jacksonville, Florida. Let me tell you, it was such an exciting experience. I found that volunteer teachers, many of them professionals, most of them parents themselves, conducted these classes very efficiently and effectively. Every now and then, if any technical glitch came, they took care of it immediately. I found these teachers very enthusiastic, energetic, very patient, caring, and loving. I found out that it was not only my grandkids who were learning, but I was also learning. My grandkids could not wait for the class to start. Especially my grandson, what I found out from my grandkids, especially my grandson, that he was more interested in learning Hindi. So much so that he wanted me to tell him what to call certain food items and common phrases in Hindi. Actually, every Saturday, I would try to review few words and also teach alphabets on Zoom. Now, since regular DAV school, Sanskriti school is starting online, my husband and I are now sending all this information to all our relatives living in different parts of United States so they can enroll their kids and grandkids to make use of this great opportunity and spread the word to their friends too. Sanskriti school team is planning and working very, very hard for the next school year online. I wish them all the success, and I would like other people to make use of this great opportunity. Thank you very much.
So here in this video, you saw parents sharing their feedback about our summer camp. Now we will move on to the high school segment of DAVSS, which is called AYM. Sanjay ji?
Thank you, Neeraj. Sabhi ko namaste. So Arya Yuva Mandal is the high school wing of the DAV Sanskriti school. We include 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders in this group. And most of these children have come through Sanskriti school from first grade to 8th grade or in between. But in many instances, we also have students that never attended Sanskriti school, but straight come in the high school as they are starting to figure out what they want to do in life. And they also have activities that they have focus on, specifically community service, etc., for which they would normally find ways to go and perform service somewhere else. So our goal is to engage with such students and bring them into the community and develop their interest within our organization and our community. So our focus is on, learn, have fun, and give back. These students have a lot of challenges because they are competing. We are competing for their time, and they have tremendous pressures in schools, peer pressures and activity pressures, whether it be debate or tennis or anything else, or academic pressures. It's hard to get them to give us our time unless we can create some value for them. So the whole program has been developed with that effort to try to create some value for them, and in the process keep them engaged. Next slide, please, Neeraj. Ankit. So there are 3 legs to Arya Yuva Mandal. The first leg revolves around Dharma, and Dharma here does not mean religion. It basically means building the righteousness values and developing vivek in them, ability to differentiate right to wrong, and also give them fundamental values that are underlying from a Vedic standpoint. Karm, which is seva, or the service part of it, which is community service, where they are giving, but they are also getting something from us. I'll show you in a second. And then Vikas. None of these kids would be here if they didn't find something that is adding value to them, because they are competing. We are competing for their time for against variety of activities. So that's a key leg. Go ahead and next slide, please. Just to give an idea of what we do in these 3 legs, under Dharma, of course, we teach them Havan, or they perform Havan at least once a month, sometimes more often, depending on the availability of time. We do cover concepts of Vedic Dharma and basics of Hinduism, try to remove the myths out of it and give them some clarity on what are the real issues. We have a lot of interactive sessions and discussion-based sessions around this. We also engage them into interfaith dialogue. We want them to be citizens in the society where they have appreciation of the world around them and be able to fit themselves into that society and be able to relate to others who are different from us or them. And so we interact with different faiths. We have visited different places of worship to give them a glimpse of what are the underlying common themes between the two. And then we have a huge library at Arya Samaj Greater Houston of 5,000 plus books. And we encourage each youth each year to pick one book and do a book review for the remaining peer group. And so the advantage is that you read one book and you are able to gain knowledge about 30, 40 books each year. And then ultimately VDAT is the end goal, where we want them to have that level of knowledge. Community service revolves around Arya Samaj as the first leg, and then, but we do want representation in the community. We do want Arya Samaj to be seen as a contributing member to the community. And so we participate, collaborate with interfaith ministries, Habitat for Humanity, Houston Food Bank, Hindus of Greater Houston, several Mahatma Gandhi libraries, several agencies where we think we can contribute and create value. And we think these are organizations that are worthy of our support. And then finally, some fundraising as need be where Arya Samaj supported causes. But we never ask youth to raise funds for Arya Samaj per se, nor for the organization. Their focus is mostly to generate support for if there is a cause like Hurricane Harvey or Chennai flooding or some natural calamity or destruction where we want to contribute. And then the last leg is in around their self-development. Most of these youth from 9th to 12th, when they start in 9th, obviously they're trying to still find their position in the high school. But as they get into 10th and 11th grade, their focus is mostly around how do they get to college, what college will they go to, what do they want to study, what is their career options, and so on and so forth, and how are they going to fit into that environment. And so that's where we touch a variety of topics, and including giving them glimpse of Mera Bharat Mahan, Bharat ke baare mein baat karte hain, but more importantly, addressing their interests and concerns and giving them opportunities to explore a variety of areas that they can use these experiences as they are going into college and be their own self. The next slide, please. On top of this, there are some value adds that we offer to them. Obviously, it's an organization, so there is some leadership structure we've created, which gives them the opportunity to lead people, learn some people management, organizational skills. We also support Boy and Girl Scout projects and their opportunities to earn Eagle and Gold awards, in which obviously they have to perform service, but more importantly, they have to do some projects. And we create opportunities for them to perform such projects in our own Samaj, and that way it adds value both ways. Then we also recognize their service hours. If they are engaged youth with Arya Samaj, then we recognize their service hours irrespective of what has been put in outside of Arya Samaj, and help them attain Presidential Service Awards. And then we also have a partnership with Posse Foundation, where we nominate 3 to 4 students each year for Posse scholarship to Posse represented colleges. Go ahead, next slide, please. So going forward, the program is, basically going to remain the same. Obviously, the structure has to be tweaked a little bit to go from in-person to classroom type environment and in-person service type environment to virtual environment. So the legs remain same, the structure remains same, but we are going to go virtual and make it safety is our priority. So we are not going to do any FaceTime or in-face person meetings yet. But we are going to provide them with opportunities both for learning and for community service as part of this process. And we're working closely internally, but also taking feedback from each of the existing AYM members as well as alumni to see what their thought process is and where we should focus on how we create this value. So that's kind of the structure of the program. Any questions, you can reach out at aym@aryasamajhouston.org. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Sanjay. So now that you all have gotten a glimpse of what all we have to offer all the way from pre-KG to grade 12, we'll be wrapping up this presentation very quickly. Just a few more slides to go. So our school schedule, first of all, our school will be running every Sunday from September 6th until 16th of May 2021. Timings 9:45 till 12 p.m. The school calendar is now available on our website, which is davss.rsamajhouston.org. This year, the electives that we are offering are Vedic Bhajan, Vedic Chanting, Dance Exercise, Yogasan, Practical Science for grades 4 and below, and Vedic Math for grades 5 and up. So we have a few rules and regulations just to assist us in providing the perfect environment for the kids to learn. These have already been put on our website, so won't go over these in more detail. It's just that we want to reiterate that everything is online, so parents will need to be involved, supervise their kids, especially the younger ones, just to make sure that they are comfortable with the Zoom and all. Along with that, for our volunteers and teachers, we have adult Vedic education classes by Acharya Harish Chandra ji. These are typically paid classes, but they are being made available to parents, teachers, and volunteers free of cost. This is to encourage their learning because 2-2.5 घंटे एक हफ्ते में के बाद, I mean, unless and until those values are reinforced during the whole week by the parents, it's very hard for the kids to pick them up. So इसीलिए that's the whole objective कि teachers, volunteers, they sit with the Acharya, they learn those things so that kids के साथ they are able to interact in a better way, so that those values which they learn during the school, they stick with them for a longer period of time. Our fee schedule for this year. So since till last year, our annual fees was $500 for the whole year for 9 months, which used to come down to $13.5 per Sunday. Annual fee for pre-Sanskriti was $300, and but for this year, since because of this current COVID pandemic scenario, Arya Samaj, all Arya Samajas together, they have decided to offer financial assistance to the amount of 50% of the regular fee amount. So that basically means the fee, which was 500 till last year, is now 250, and for pre-Sanskriti, which was 300 till last year, is now 150. So that basically comes down to $6 and change per Sunday, which is probably cost of a Starbucks. So you can imagine Arya Samaj, I mean, because our aim is to take our Vedic values to the community. I mean, Arya Samaj is doing so much. So we are extremely optimistic, extremely positive that parents are going to make use of this opportunity since it's online as well. There may be parents like in different parts of the US जिनके पास पहले ऐसी opportunity नहीं थी, but hopefully with using this financial assistance and given that we are going to be online, they will be able to join us and see what all we have to offer. Some programs and contests that we do every year. We celebrate the World Hindi Divas. This is in association with the Consulate General of India, where we have certificates which the CGI awards us. All students get one certificate. Along with that, we also celebrate Maharshi Dayanand Saraswati month in the month of February. The whole month is devoted to Maharshi Dayanand Saraswati. We have public speaking competitions, and then end of the year, we have celebration of learning, which is basically a project-based showcase where each student, each grade, they showcase whatever they have learned during the course of the whole year in front of the whole school. Few pictures just showing you what it used to be when we were all meeting in person. And now we are done with the presentation, and we will now open it up for questions. So to make it very easy for you all to ask questions, if you can raise your hand, either raise your hand or you can type in your question in the chat box. So Neha Khedekar, you can unmute yourself and ask.
Ankit ji, let me add one thing to it.
Hanji, Chandra ji.
From this year, it will be a certificate course. Whoever is enrolled with us and attending the whole year program with us will get a certificate each year.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Acharya ji.
Hello. Namaste.
Yes, Namaste.
Hi. I wanted to find out, my son is 8-year-old and I'm interested in him joining the school, but he doesn't speak Hindi. He does, we speak at home English, Hindi, Marathi, but he has obviously inclined to speak English and he doesn't speak Hindi. So is there a minimum sort of a requirement to join the school that they need to understand some level of Hindi, or can they come in blank slate and really learn the language throughout the school year?
Thank you. Thank you for your question. Let one of our key volunteer, Sumedha ji, answer this question. Sumedha ji, please.
Hanji, thank you, Acharya ji. Thank you, Neha ji, for your question. Namaste. The short answer is no, there is no prerequisite in terms of your prior understanding of Hindi or ability to speak Hindi to join the class. Each class is grade wise, and so that's an opportunity for all children to be part of their peer age group and to learn Hindi, no matter what their prior background. We have 25 to 30 minutes of exposure to Hindi through conversation, which starts at a very basic level. There is also opportunity through the day, with the beginning of the day with the chanting of Gayatri mantras, and then later on through electives if they choose to, or through Aarti, where they have more exposure to bhajans. So through the 2.5 hour stretch each Sunday, there is plenty of opportunity that's created for every child to have exposure to Hindi. And so, consciously or subconsciously, they are, in that environment, which without any of us realizing helps them start getting comfortable with the language. And then during the Hindi conversation period, which is part of our core curriculum, there is an opportunity for more focused learning on Hindi, which usually starts at a very basic level, and then through the course of the year, it progresses as children start getting more comfortable with the language.
Okay, thank you so much. I do have more questions, but then I'll give everybody else the opportunity to ask.
And Neha ji, let me add one thing more to it. Reading, writing is not compulsory. Conversational Hindi is a compulsory subject here. So
Okay.
there is nothing to be worried about. Okay, good. And all the medium of instruction is always English classroom for all the classroom activities.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, next we have Jay, Mr. Jay.
Hello, everyone. This is actually Jay's wife. Sorry, I just registered as well, but just logging in from this. I actually had a question for my daughter's admission. She's 3 years and 4 months right now, but I see that the enrollment starts from 4 years for the school. So I just wanted to know whether still she will be eligible for online classes to start with, and currently she's good yoga and she's good in yoga, but she doesn't speak Hindi yet, and yeah, she does understand some Hindi, I think, but she doesn't speak yet Hindi.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to know about her. She is so young. Actually, our pre-Sanskriti program is designed for siblings and kids of our volunteers. So in your case, and interestingly, volunteering is mandatory in our school. So if you are volunteering with us, your kid can come and join with you.
Yes, that's what. That's great. That's really great.
Yeah, we actually, the whole purpose of this program, because it is a new pre-Sanskriti program, is a new program, and the whole purpose of this program is just to let the kids get them trained how to sit with the Acharya ji, and this is the whole purpose of this, basically.
Great.
How to teach them sanskars, not the only bookish knowledge. So
Yes.
when they are coming here, they adopt things quite early because they are seeing other kids and they are so young, so they are very adoptive. So you can we will talk to you personally in a special case.
Great. Sure. I would like to know more details, and who should I contact, at what,
I hope you have our email ID, or you can contact to my phone number. Ankit ji can write on this chat. Ankit ji, you can provide my direct mobile number too.
हाँ जी, yes. So वो presentation में है last slide पर, but yeah, अभी आपको दे देंगे.
Sure. Thank you.
जी.
Next question is from Mr. Bhupendra Gupta.
नमस्ते,
नमस्ते.
मैं नॉर्थ कैरोलिना से बोल रहा हूँ. We are starting VSS in our region. The question I have is, you say the program takes care of children of 4 to 18 years of age. Are the kids lumped together? I mean, except the high school children, are the other children put together in the same classes, or you have different sessions for children of different ages?
We have the whole program is grade wise basically. So all the kids, according to their grades, they sit in different classrooms for different subjects.
So how do you do it on Zoom? Like, in other words, you have
idea that
different sessions, different classes for
yeah,
kids
different the age group 4 to 13, they are spread over 10 separate classrooms. For age 4, 5, these are different classrooms. Whereas age 14 to 18, they are put together in one room that is called AYM group.
Yeah, but how would you do this on Zoom? I mean, you
In
don't
the same manner, we will have so many classrooms, different teachers, you know, there will be separate Zoom links for each classroom.
And the curriculums would be different.
We will be running 11 classes parallel. 11 parallel classes will be going on Zoom on the same.
Just like we do it physically here, we will do the same thing in virtually. You will have the 11 separate Zoom accounts, and every teacher will have his own classroom. And as you know, in Zoom, besides the main classroom, there is a breakout room also. So for some discussion purpose, because every classroom will be handled by at least 3 teachers. So, you know, we can pay attention to a very great extent.
Thank you. Good.
Thank you, Acharya. Thank you, Bhupinder ji.
Next,
Vasudha ji was already here with us, so she has seen all those things in Houston practically.
next question is from Gargi Sharma.
Namaste, this is Gargi Sharma. I'm also from North Carolina. And my question is on similar lines from what Bhupendra Uncle ji just asked. So it's a little wordy, but the question is that if you have an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old child who wants to join, but has never had any prior experience with Vedic Sanskriti school or that kind of learning before, what exact grade would they be put in? Because would it be in one of the initial lower grades, or would he or she be in an age appropriate grade? And if they will go to an age appropriate grade, so that's going to be a higher grade, will they get any teaching of the previous grades, the education that they have not had or missed, so that they can be at par with the other students in their class?
Okay, Sumedha ji, please answer.
Thank you.
Hanji, Zarur. I'll start, but then of course, Acharya ji, I'd like you to chime in because so Gargi ji, for Natik Shiksha, I think that your focus was on that part of the curriculum. Everything is grade wise. All children are enrolled based on their grade level in their regular school that they go to, in the community. We have children who have not necessarily started with VSS from pre-K or kindergarten. Every year we have students who join when they are, like your kids 8, 9, 10, 11. So yes, for the past several years, they've not grown through the curriculum that we have. That has not been an issue. No matter when you start, the way the Naitik Shiksha curriculum is structured, the topics that are created for each grade, that's what I would like Acharya Harish to chime in, because he's the author of our curriculum, which is very structured, is an opportunity at that grade level where you're first starting to start getting a glimpse of the learnings from the Vedas. The teachings are a mix. The lessons are a mix of Vedic values. So, for example, one of the chapters could be your 5 daily duties. I mean, it's something that's eternal and does not change over centuries. What your Panch Mahayajna or your 5 daily duties are as a human being. Your exposure to that when you're first starting out in grade 6 is very relevant. And if you've missed it because now you started in grade 7, there are other opportunities through other chapters and how the curriculum is structured that you will have exposure through Agnihotra, through Havan that we do, to get a nice ensemble of what the VSS is trying to inculcate in your child. I'll let Acharyaji speak more about the curriculum, the books, which along with the Vedic background also is a glimpse into India. Our great Indian personalities, that have contributed to our freedom, the independence, have contributed to the rich cultural heritage. So my kids started, not from pre-Sanskriti, but in grade 3 and grade 5. And I think every year has been such a rich learning that I don't feel like I've missed anything from the initial years. No matter where you start, it's a journey that will carry with you through the rest of your life. Acharyaji, would you like to add more about the curriculum?
गार्गी तो हमारी अपनी बच्ची है, बहुत संस्कारशील परिवार से आई है, बहुत बच्चों से देखा हुआ है, तो उसका कंसर्न इज वेरी वैलिड. गार्गी, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन इट इन अ डिफरेंट वे. जैसे बहुत सारी जो बेसिक्स चीजें हैं ना, जो लर्निंग जिसकी तुम बात कर रही हो ग्रेड वाइज, है ना, दैट इज बुकिश थिंग. उसमें भी हम जो स्टोरीज हैं, अगर you are a child is starting from pre-K or as early as they can, that is better. पर अगर किसी ने लेट भी ज्वाइन किया, उसको 10 इंडियन हिस्टोरिकल जो लीडर्स हैं, रोल मॉडल्स हैं, 10 का नहीं पता लगेगा, 8 का पता लग जाएगा, है ना, और 7 का पता लग जाएगा. तो ऐसी कोई बात, जितना जल्दी करें उतना अच्छा है, क्योंकि बच्चे ज्यादा बचपन में ज्यादा अच्छा सीखते हैं, भाषा बहुत जल्दी सीख जाते हैं, संस्कार और चीजों उनको रट जाती हैं कुछ चीजें. पर हवन और असेंबली, जिसमें हम वैदिक स्तुति, प्रार्थना, उपासना के मंत्र और आचार्य जी के व्याख्यान, पब्लिक स्पीकिंग, जो करिकुलम में कहीं नहीं है, पर क्लासरूम एक्टिविटी से बाहर इतनी सारी चीजें हैं जो बच्चा रेगुलर सीख ही रहा होगा, वो सबके लिए इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट है और सबको सेम चलती हैं, उसमें कोई ग्रेड नहीं होता. जो क्लासरूम वाली चीजें हैं उनमें ग्रेड्स हैं.
जी.
In relation to Naitik Shiksha chapters, let me give you an example. Say the topic is on Agnihotra. If you were to speak on Agnihotra, if it is age 5, you will have different terminology, vocabulary. Same topic, if you speak for age 10, you will cover in a slightly different manner. Same topic for high schoolers, you will talk same thing, but in a different language, different examples, different vocabulary. And in a main hall for adult satsang, it is the same topic, but then you will be talking in a different manner. So, suppose a child comes at the age 10, not aware of anything, but the child listens to Agnihotra, and in that particular vocabulary, terminology, I am sure most of the children will pick up. So there is no problem. This is an ethics curriculum. Even if it is direct anti, or the child has been coming right from the PKG, it would not make much difference. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Next question is from Divya ji.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to say that this is a great opportunity because I've been looking for something like this for so long for my kids. But I mean, they are older now, like my daughter is 15, my son is 12. And that was one of my main concern with Karkiji, was just asking that how they will be able to manage with the same at the same grade level. But I guess there is no age for learning, so it's fine. I mean, as long as they can learn anything, right, that is good. But my next question is that how about the writing classes for Hindi? I didn't see that in the electives, and I heard in the presentation that it is there.
Sumedha ji, please.
Hanji, so this year, in terms of our electives, we do not have Hindi reading writing. But as part of Hindi conversation, we are expanding our scope, when it comes to exposure to the language and to the script. So because our learning will be online, through our PowerPoint slides, through our teaching aids, etc. There will be conversation, absolutely. That's the primary focus. But through conversation, we will introduce familiarity to Hindi script. So the Devanagari, the letters, some of the text will be in Hindi, and then as the class progresses, there will be an opportunity to start familiarizing with the recognition of the letters. So we are planning along those lines at this time, with each grade level to create a combination. We've not done this before, but this year, as I said,
Hello.
I think network problem.
Yeah.
हाँ नहीं मैं बताती हूँ आपको थोड़ा सा सुमेधा जी जो कह रही थी क्योंकि कन्वर्सेशनल इज कंपल्सरी और जब बच्चे प्रैक्टिकली मिलते हैं क्लासरूम में या स्कूल में एक किसी लोकेशन पर तो कन्वर्सेशन ज़्यादा इजीली हो जाती है बट व्हेन दे आर अटेंडिंग दीज क्लासेस वर्चुअली वो कुछ लिमिटेशंस आ जाते हैं कि बच्चे एक दूसरे से डायलॉग नहीं कर सकते क्लास में वैसा नहीं फील आता तो दिस ईयर वी हैव व्हाइल वी आर वर्चुअल इसमें हमने जो हिंदी रीडिंग राइटिंग वाली ऑप्शन था इलेक्टिव्स का उसको हमने कन्वर्सेशनल में थोड़ा मर्ज कर दिया है तो टीचर्स हर क्लास में थोड़ा रीडिंग राइटिंग पर फोकस करेंगी थोड़ा बातचीत पर फोकस करेंगी
Because I mean मेरा जो बेटा है he wants to actually learn how to write Hindi तो उसका ये प्रॉब्लम है कि हम लोग जैसे कुछ मतलब अपने स्क्रिप्चर्स या कुछ पढ़ते हैं तो वो बोलता है कि मुझे समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है क्योंकि आई कैन नॉट रीड क्योंकि हम लोग तो जैसे अपनी पूजा करें तो हम जल्दी जल्दी बोलते जाते हैं तो ओके थैंक यू
ये तो बच्चा आपका स्पेशल है कि उसको मन में ऐसी भावना है और सीखना चाहता है और बहुत कम लोग हैं जो इसकी इम्पोर्टेंस समझते हैं और भाषा से ऐसा प्यार करते हैं तो बहुत अच्छी बात है पर हम लोग यहाँ पर इसे जरूर रीडिंग कन्वर्सेशनल हिंदी इसीलिए इलेक्टिव को हमने इसके साथ मर्ज कर दिया है तो हमारा जो समर कोर्स हुआ था उसमें भी हमने ऐसा ही किया था हमारे समर कोर्स को ज्वाइन करने वाले कुछ फैमिलीज भी यहाँ होंगी तो उन्होंने देखा था कि टीचर्स ने उनको और उससे क्या है कि क्लासरूम एक्टिविटी इंटरेस्टिंग भी हो जाएगी जब वर्चुअली आप पढ़ाते हैं क्योंकि वो थोड़े आएंगी इमेजेस कैसे बनाना है ऐसे कैसे है तो जरूर बच्चा सीख सकेगा
ठीक है थैंक यू
Okay, next we have रचना जी उसके बाद वेद गुलाटी जी का एक क्वेश्चन है फिर सीमा गर्ग जी सो पहले रचना शर्मा जी
जी
Namaste everyone. I am Rachna. I'm calling from North Carolina. I do have few of other members joining from there. My question is in relevance to what Gargi ji and other few members have talked about subject-wise class. I am really clear about what you're saying that the subject-wise or the level of the child would be not so relevant, rather what their age group is, they will be allotted according to that. I have a question here as in, is there any way how I can get some study materials which is of a lower grade? Like I have a son who is turning 11. So according to his age, maybe I will see him somewhere in grade 5. So I do understand as Acharya ji also said that even for a grade 5 or grade 6 level, if we are teaching Agnihotra, the terminology will be different. Only thing is It will not be starting from the root level as you will do from pre-K. So is there any way how I can get something online study material that will build up his roots and he will be able to correlate what he will be studying now in the new session?
नहीं, जब आप स्कूल ज्वाइन करेंगे तो स्टडी मटेरियल प्रोवाइड किया जाएगा, वहाँ टीचर्स उसको यूज करेंगी, बच्चे तो देखेंगे। पर अभी ओपन सोर्स में इस तरह से नहीं है, क्योंकि जैसे कन्वर्सेशनल हिंदी वाली क्लास है तो उसमें हम लोग ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई करिकुलम हम सेट कर कर चल रहे हैं कि ये बुक पढ़ानी है। पहले ये कॉन्सेप्ट सबके सामने क्लियर होना चाहिए कि संस्कृति स्कूल में हम किताबों में चैप्टर, सिलेबस या इतनी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर ली हैं या इतना ये ऐसे हो गया, उस वो लर्निंग बहुत सेकेंडरी है और वो खाली सपोर्ट के लिए हैं, जो भी बुक्स और ये सब है। कुल मिलाकर यहाँ पर जो है कि संस्कार, और संस्कार में सबसे पहला जो संस्कार हम देना चाहते हैं वो संस्कार है जो इंडियन फैमिली सपोर्ट सिस्टम। सबसे पहला संस्कार हम वो देना चाहते हैं। और अगर आप जितना डिटेल में इसे जानेंगे, क्योंकि आज हमें सबके क्वेश्चन लेने हैं, मैं जब आपकी मीटिंग में आई थी, आई डोंट रिमेम्बर, मैंने लगभग पौने दो घंटे आपके 9-10 लोग थे उनसे बातचीत की थी, उसमें मैंने इसे बहुत क्लियर किया था चीजों को। तो अगर आप जानना चाहें तो मैं अलग से भी उसका उत्तर दे सकती हूँ कि क्यों हम फैमिली सपोर्ट सिस्टम को सबसे पहले, और यह जो डीएवी संस्कृति स्कूल, जो वैदिक संस्कृति स्कूल है, यह बच्चों का स्कूल है, बच्चों के नाम पर चीज शुरू हुई है, लेकिन अब यह पूरा एक परिवार निर्माण की कार्यशाला है। हम पूरी इसीलिए फैमिली को इन्वॉल्व करते हैं और बहुत सिस्टम इस तरह से बनाया है कि सबको वॉलंटियर करना कंपलसरी है, यजमान बनना कंपलसरी है, ताकि हम परिवारों को पास में लाएं, परिवारों की बॉन्डिंग हो, और एक परिवार की दूसरे परिवार के साथ ही नहीं, परिवारों के भीतर आपस में भी, पति पत्नी की, इसलिए मेडिटेशन कंपलसरी है, एडल्ट्स का आचार्य जी के पास बैठना कंपलसरी है। ये सारी चीजें आप अगर बहुत देखेंगे आपको बहुत दूसरी तरह की चीजें दिखाई देंगे, लेकिन अगर आप थोड़ा नजदीक आकर जैसे ही इसे समझने लगेंगी, और नजदीक आने के लिए जब आप वॉलंटियरिंग करेंगी, पार्ट ऑफ अस बनेंगी, क्योंकि ये ऐसा नहीं है कि ये मेरा स्कूल है या किसी और का स्कूल है या आपके शहर में है तो ये वीएसएस चलाने वाले 2-4 लोगों का स्कूल है। यह पूरा जो लोग इसमें बच्चे एनरोल करते हैं, यह सबका इक्वली स्कूल है और सबको हम साथ लेकर चलते हैं। और उनके भीतर इसमें सिखाने वाला आपके जितना हम छोटा बच्चा आए उस पर इसलिए जोर देते हैं क्योंकि हम ये मानते हैं कि जो जितना छोटा बच्चा है उसके पेरेंट्स की भी आयु कम होती है, और जिनके जितने छोटे बच्चे होते हैं उनके भीतर ईश्वर ने उतना ही, जिसको मेडिकल साइंस हार्मोनल चेंज कहती है, एक्चुअली वो एक तरह का देवत्व परमात्मा ने जगाया हुआ होता है। और जो जितने यंग पेरेंट्स होते हैं उनके अंदर वो देवत्व उतना अधिक होता है। जितने बच्चे आपके बड़े होते जाते हैं, थोड़ा थोड़ा दूर होते चले जाते हैं सांसारिक इनमें। तो हमारा काम केवल यही है, जब वॉलंटियर के रूप में बुलाते हैं और कुछ और नियम शर्तें लगाते हैं, कि उनके पेरेंट्स और उन सब के भीतर, बच्चों में तो देवत्व ऑलरेडी होता है, उनके पेरेंट्स के भीतर जो सोया हुआ देवत्व है, मेरा और आचार्य जी का रोल है उस देवत्व को जगाना, जिससे कि आपके घर गृहस्थी परिवार सब अच्छे हो सके। और उस पूरे प्रोसेस में हम कुछ चीजें जो वैदिक लर्निंग है वह करवाते चलते हैं, और उससे गृहस्थियां, परिवार अच्छे होते हैं। जिनके परिवार बन गए हैं, आप कल्पना नहीं कर सकते कि वो उन्हें क्या मिल गया है जीवन में। और जो बाकी सारी दुनिया तो बस यही देखती है, ये किताब कैसी है, इसका सिलेबस क्या है, ये क्या हो रहा है, ये जो जिसे आप समझ लीजिए कि इंफॉर्मेशन वाली चीजें हैं, वो उन इंफॉर्मेशंस के ऊपर ज्यादा जोर देते हैं। और हमारा तरीका थोड़ा दूसरी तरह का है। आपसे हम अलग से भी मैं बात कर सकती हूँ, पूरा कभी टाइम हो तो हम बाकियों से भी बात कर सकते हैं, अगर कोई इस विषय में ज्यादा जानना चाहता है। जैसे आपके यहाँ से वीएसएस है, 2-2.5 घंटे की मीटिंग रखी, हमने पूरा टाइम दिया मैंने उसमें। अगर ऐसा चाहे आपके यहाँ से या किसी और टीम से, मैं सभी वीएसएस से कहना चाहती हूँ कि पूरा अधिक समझना चाहें, ये तो हम खाली आउटलाइन स्कूल की दिखा रहे हैं, जो ओपन हाउस में हम दिखा रहे हैं। तो आपको उसमें चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है कि बच्चा कैसे होगा क्लास में, बाद में लर्निंग होगी तो कैसी होगी। जितनी अच्छी चीजें सीख सकेगा, जितना अधिक समय देंगे उतना अधिक जानेगा। और ये वैदिक लर्निंग ऐसी है, पूरा एक जीवन भी कम है। एक व्यक्ति, एक ग्रंथ, खाली एक उपनिषद के एक विदेशी विद्वान हुए हैं, उन्होंने कहा कि अगर सारा संसार नष्ट हो जाए, प्रलय हो जाए और यजुर्वेद का 40वां अध्याय अगर बचा रहे तो तब भी हमने पूरी ह्यूमैनिटी को बचा लिया। तो इतनी सारी यह लर्निंग ऐसी है कि बहुत कुछ है सीखने को। तो जितना अधिक बच्चा रहेगा उतना अधिक जानेगा, जितना देर से आएगा थोड़ा कम जानेगा, लेकिन जानेगा तो सही। अच्छा है कि कभी तो आए।
Yeah, thank you, Kavita ji, because I would say it is thankful to COVID that we have got this opportunity. Otherwise, having the institute in Houston, we would not have been able to access it. But this is one good thing that has come out of this corona and this pandemic, that we, being residing in different states, we are able to attend it. One additional query, I know there are so many people. For this year, we will be having this online class. I am hoping, and I'm very positive about it, that within North Carolina, we will hopefully be having the VSS working in proper sway by next session. But will we still be having this online opportunity continuing for coming years as well?
Yes. क्योंकि बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं जो रिमोट जगह पे रहते हैं, जहाँ टीम नहीं है, जहाँ समाजिक नहीं है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नहीं है, है ना। और उन परिवारों, उन बच्चों के लिए हम हर समय खड़े रहेंगे।
Okay,
आगे
thank
से
you.
यह ऑनलाइन हमेशा चलता रहेगा।
Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah.
About the books, I would like to add, whatever books we'll be using, the PDF copy will be shared with children also.
Yeah, Acharya, that is what I meant by asking this question. I'm not saying to share it right now, meaning if the child gets enrolled, just to fill up the gap, whatever he has missed in, or if something additional he wants to learn or so. It is just like a library. They visit a physical library here and get the book. So if we can get some materials relevant to what they are already learning in school, so they would be more inclined towards learning more. So my query was in that concern. But
जब हमारे पास जब बच्चे यहाँ एनरोल होते हैं हमारे साथ, अगर कोविड नहीं होता तो हम लोग उनको बैग, बुक्स और ये सारा पूरा प्रोवाइड करते हैं, हार्ड कॉपी ऑफ बुक्स। पर इन केस क्योंकि अभी ऐसी परिस्थिति है तो हम PDF और इस फॉर्मेट में उन्हें सब चीज प्रोवाइड करेंगे जो भी रिलेटेड मटेरियल होगा। दैट इज आवर रिस्पांसिबिलिटी।
Okay. That answers my question. Thank you, Acharya ji. Thank you, Kavita ji.
Thank you.
Next question is from Ved Gulati ji.
वेद जी अभी दिखाई दे रहे हैं।
Away now for a moment, it seems.
अच्छा, then फिर next question फिर is from Seema Garg ji.
Hello, namaste. From North Carolina. I had a question about bonding. So I loved your video, and it showed a lot of kids having a wonderful time together and doing really interesting things together. Obviously, in the online format, it's going to be different. And so I was wondering, from your experience in the summer when you did online, how were you able to get these kids to bond, even though they're looking at a computer screen and not, with each other physically? And my second question is, the other part I loved about your program is Seva. And we're all in different towns, and how do you suggest kind of executing that? Do we look into opportunities for Seva in our own towns, or is there some kind of organizational support for that? So those are my two questions.
सुमेधा जी फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन को आंसर करिए।
हाँ जी, so definitely the summer camp was a great data point for us and an experience of how we bring a community of students and teachers together from different parts of the United States, many of whom have never met each other before or spent time in person with each other. I will say, in a nutshell, the experience was very positive and very encouraging. And based on that, we have felt confident that, the online model, while it by no means replicates the in-person bonding and hanging out that you have while you are in school, it absolutely does not replicate that, but it did work. The camp had very positive feedback from the students who, over a period of 5 weeks, not only did they have a very good learning experience. But you know, when the camp was wrapping up, there was some sort of a camaraderie and bonding that had developed that towards the end, the kids, they just did not want to leave. You know, they could have easily carried on for another 5 weeks of the camp. That was definitely very encouraging and a very positive experience for us. And that's why we think that, you know, the platform, you know, it was an opportunity for us to test it well and now carry it forward, hopefully not for too long. You know, we all hope and pray that we will be back on campus and get to, you know, reconnect with our friends and families, you know, in person. But we are hoping that, you know, at least through the fall semester where we are committed to the online, that it will be a successful and productive engagement between students, peer-to-peer, as well as with their teachers.
थैंक यू सुमेधा जी। सीमा जी, आपके सेकंड क्वेश्चन का आंसर संजय आहूजा जी देंगे, बट मैं आपको एक दो चीजें जो सुमेधा जी ने कहा है उसमें जोड़ना चाहती हूँ। पहली बात यह है कि जब भी यह खुलेगा, और इसलिए हमने अपने करिकुलम से इस वर्चुअल जो ऑफरिंग है, ज्वाइंट ऑफरिंग, इसमें से हमने हवन और ये चीजों को हटा दिया है, ताकि जो बच्चा जिस आर्य समाज को फैमिली रिप्रेजेंट कर रही है या जिस सिटी में बच्चे हैं, उस सिटी में अगर जहाँ भी आर्य समाज है या ओम टेम्पल है या वैदिक टेम्पल किसी भी रूप में जहाँ है, वे अपनी अपनी संस्थाओं के साथ मिलजुल सके उन ओकेजन्स पर। और आपके यहाँ की टाइमिंग जैसे न्यू जर्सी या न्यूयॉर्क सबर्बन आर्य समाज की टाइमिंग सत्संग की आफ्टरनून टाइमिंग है, तो वे उन सत्संग में जा सकते हैं बच्चे बाकी उसमें। और दूसरी बात यह है कि बच्चे आपस में क्योंकि बिल्कुल भी मिल नहीं पा रहे हैं, यह समय ऐसा है कि कम्युनिटी से बिल्कुल भी संपर्क नहीं हो पा रहा, और बीच में गैप आ जाएगा तो बच्चों का एक बहुत तरह का एक मन के भीतर, बड़ों के भी आप देख रहे हैं थोड़ा एक अलग तरह का मानसिकता चल रही है। तो इसलिए यह एक बीच का रास्ता हमने निकाला है कि कम्युनिटी से बिल्कुल डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाने से अच्छा है एटलीस्ट इस तरह से तो थोड़ा अपनी कम्युनिटी के लोग अपने इश्यूज, अपने चीजें, अपनी भाषा, अपने जो भी है वे चीजें थोड़ी शेयर कर सकते हैं, जो उनके जैसे कम्युनिटी में वो सारी बातें आ गई, मतलब कि उनके जैसे जो लोग हैं जिनके साथ दीपावली की या होली की या कोई भी ऐसी चीजें हैं, आप मेन स्ट्रीम स्कूल की क्लास में ये सब चीजें उस तरह से आप नहीं बता पाएंगे अगर दूसरा आदमी भी उसी बैकग्राउंड से नहीं आया हुआ। तो यहाँ सभी लोग इक्वल एक जैसी सेम बैकग्राउंड से आए हैं और सेम ही उनके लगभग इशू, त्योहार, घर परिवार की संरचना भी एक जैसी होती है, तो वे सब यहाँ मिलेंगे तो ये सब चीजें डिस्कस कर सकते हैं। इसीलिए जो हमारा कन्वर्सेशनल हिंदी है उसका कोई वैसा सिलेबस हमारा नहीं है कि ये चैप्टर या ऐसा चैप्टर, उसमें यही है कि जो रिसेंट बच्चा जिस चीज पर बात करना चाहता है टीचर उसे ही अप्रिशिएट करे, टीचर उसी को रेसिप्रोकेट करे और उन्हें बोलने के लिए प्रोत्साहित करे, ताकि बच्चा अपने घर परिवार और अपनी चीजों से बात कर सकता है अपने जैसे लोगों के साथ। तो यह एक बीच का रास्ता है, इसीलिए कि कम्युनिटी के साथ उनका एक लिंक बना रहे, थोड़ा वीकली ही सही।
थैंक यू।
आपके सेकंड क्वेश्चन का आंसर संजय आहूजा जी प्लीज दीजिए।
Please unmute yourself.
Sanjay. So सेवा वर्चुअली करना तो उतना ऑब्वियसली आसान नहीं है जितना कि हम इन पर्सन कर पाते हैं और एंगेजमेंट विद कम्युनिटी कर पाते हैं, पर वी आर ट्राइंग टू फाइंड वेज जिसमें कि हम बच्चों को अलग तरीके से एंगेज कर पाएं। जैसे एक एग्जांपल देता हूं, अभी एक हमारी AYM की बच्ची ने 6 सेशन का एक कथक का बिगिनर्स फॉर कथक के कुछ क्लासेस रन किए हैं। इस वीक में एक्चुअली वो रन कर रही है एज वी स्पीक, छोटे बच्चों के लिए, और वो करीब 7-8 साल से सीख रही है, तो शी इज नाउ स्टार्टिंग टू गिव समथिंग बैक। तो इस तरह की अपॉर्चुनिटीज हम क्रिएट करेंगे जिसमें कि वो थ्रू द स्कूल और इवन विद इन द स्कूल टाइम और आउटसाइड ऑफ स्कूल टाइम they are able to give back in different ways. So they can obviously work within the school environment and help us teach a class, as an example, or help the teachers in some form. But there is other ways, and we are defining those as we speak. And some of this is going to be an evolution, even for us, to be honest, because we are also trying to talk to those organizations that we work with. I've already had discussions with Interfaith Ministries several times as to a big program of theirs is a Meals on Wheels, which we support at the Thanksgiving meal, as to how are we going to do that this year, because we can't do that in person. So उसके लिए हम तरीके ढूंढ रहे हैं कि किस तरह से बच्चों को एंगेज किया जा सके ताकि वो उनको सर्विस का और सेवा का भाव रहे और उनको अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी मिल सके. तो more details will follow as we unfold this. Some of those are even unknown to us at this point of time, but we're working through it as we speak. But I would say that as one of the purposes of this virtual as well as VSS global program, if you would, is that जो हमारी learnings हैं, जो हमने यहाँ पर की हैं, जिस तरह से हमने engage हुए हैं different संस्थाओं के साथ में, तो each VSS should carve out its own path, and you will have your own organizations in your cities or your communities where you can engage with. We can provide some tips and guidance on that as to what has worked, what has not worked, which organizations are national level and have been good, in this form. So we'll obviously provide all those inputs and support, and then there is opportunity to learn from your experiences as to what you might do, so that's the value of this, and we definitely will come up with ways to find new ways to do seva.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
I would like to add here, संजय जी ने कई सारी संभावनाएं बताई अभी. Of course, there are many of them are dependent upon whether physical coming together will be possible or not, as in seva you would expect. उन्होंने एक hint दिया that is very important, as we have this in mind, कि when we run the school virtually, within the school setup, those elder children will be able to do seva. So उसका भी रास्ता देख रहे हैं संजय जी. Thank you.
Thank you आचार्य जी. और
हाँ
वेद जी, अंकित जी, वेद गुलाटी जी यदि आ गई हो या कोई हो तो उनका क्वेश्चन रह गया था, कुछ
हाँ
पूछना
जी,
चाहते.
नहीं वो नहीं है, बट एक क्वेश्चन है भूपेंद्र गुप्ता जी का. भूपेंद्र जी,
please unmute yours.
नहीं, मेरा क्वेश्चन आई थिंक आपने आंसर कर दिया कि किताबें जो हैं आपके पास, वही किताबें सब बच्चों के लिए हैं या अलग अलग सेट्स हैं?
जी, हर क्लास के लिए अलग किताबें हैं, हर सब्जेक्ट की अलग हैं. नैतिक शिक्षा की पुस्तकें अलग हैं, हिंदी की पुस्तकें अलग हैं, और हर ग्रेड की हैं. जैसे नैतिक शिक्षा में हर ग्रेड के लिए अलग पुस्तक है, हिंदी में हर ग्रेड के लिए अलग पुस्तक है. और हिंदी में ऐसा भी है क्योंकि वो थोड़ा कन्वर्सेशनल वाला है, कहानी और ये सब चीजों से ज्यादा सीखते हैं बच्चे, तो कई बार वो एक पुस्तक समाप्त कर लेते हैं, फिर 3 पुस्तक का ऑप्शन है. अगर कोई क्लास अपने 2 पुस्तकें समाप्त कर लेती है अपने पूरे साल में, तो तीसरी पुस्तक उन्हें दी जाती है. तो वी हैव असाइंड 3 books for conversational Hindi class for each grade, and 1 book for each grade for नैतिक शिक्षा up to 13-14 years of age group. But we don't follow anything on the same classroom books and syllabus for the high school. Ji.
Harish, I would like to add on this, Hindi mein, in addition to the books, we also have a repository of videos, Vedyas. It's excellent. It's nicely curated selection of videos, Panchtantra stories, which are animations, and they provide, an additional level because everything is in Hindi. So exposure to learning Hindi, little songs that kids can sing along, etc., which obviously are more engaging than the book. So we mix it up.
और जैसे अभी हमने 2 साल से विश्व हिंदी दिवस मनाना शुरू किया है, अभी 2 बार मनाया है, तो उसमें तो हम बच्चों को जो पॉपुलर बॉलीवुड सॉन्ग हैं, जो राष्ट्रभक्ति के या संबंधों वाले, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ इवन डांस भी होगा या भजन, जो भी संगीत की क्लास भी होगी, हर चीज जो भी बच्चे को दी जाती है पूरी स्ट्रिक्ट सेंसर होकर जाती है, केवल वैदिक मान्यताओं के अनुसार जानी चाहिए। दुनिया में बहुत सारी चीजें और हैं कि हमें अपने बच्चों को ये नहीं कहना कि हमें उनको भी जानना है तो आप उसको भी पढ़ने लगो। वो बच्चे के पास सारी उम्र पड़ी है, उसे पढ़ना होगा तो पढ़ लेगा। जब तक बच्चा हमारे पास है हम केवल अपनी चीजें ही सिखाएंगे उसे। तो हमारे यहाँ हर चीज, हर भजन, डांस में हर चीज बहुत उस तरह से जाती है जो वैदिक मान्यताओं के अनुसार हो। वैदिक मान्यताओं के अनुकूल कोई भी सामग्री कोई बच्चा, कोई टीचर, कोई स्टाफ, कहीं कोई नहीं यूज कर सकता स्कूल में। डांस भी होगा तो हमारी वैदिक मान्यताओं के अनुसार ही जो चीजें होंगी, जो भजन होंगे, जो गीत होंगे। नहीं हमें ऐसे गीत मिलेंगे तो हम केवल म्यूजिक पर ही डांस करा देंगे, खाली ढोली बजा देंगे या बीट ही बजा देंगे, पर हम कोई वल्गर चीज और कोई भी ऐसी चीज जो वैदिक मान्यताओं के साथ कहीं टकराती है। और वैदिक मान्यताओं का आमतौर पर लोग बड़ा वैसा अर्थ लेते हैं। वैदिक मान्यताओं से मेरा मतलब है जो महर्षि दयानंद द्वारा दिखाया गया रास्ता है, उन वैदिक मान्यताओं के अनुसार ही होनी चाहिए। उसके साथ उससे असहमत होने वाली कोई सामग्री हम किसी सब्जेक्ट के लिए, किसी एक्टिविटी के लिए कभी भी किसी क्लास में प्रयोग नहीं करते हैं। इसीलिए हमारे यहाँ जो टीचर, जो वॉलंटियर बनते हैं, पेरेंट्स जब आते हैं, उनका हर वॉलंटियर के लिए कंपलसरी है कि एक पीरियड कम से कम आचार्य जी के साथ बैठें, ताकि उनकी अपनी लर्निंग होती रहे। और टीचर्स की मंथली मीटिंग होती है, हम उन्हें बताते हैं कि कैसे क्लास रन करनी है, कैसे किस सब्जेक्ट को पढ़ाना है। और फिर इसके साथ ही हर क्लास में 3 टीचर्स होते हैं। जो लीड टीचर होता है उसको पहले पता होता है 4-5 साल में हमारे साथ कि हमारी क्या मान्यताएं हैं। हम के बच्चों को होली आई है तो कौन से विषय नहीं बताने, ये सब नहीं कहने लगना है कि वहाँ उसको गोद में लेकर वो जल गई थी और ऐसे हो गया। बच्चों को कोई भी ऐसे जो थोड़े आइडियाज हैं जो हिंदुज्म के नाम से फैले हुए हैं समाज में, हम ऐसी किसी चीज को नहीं प्रमोट करते हैं कहीं भी। जी, थैंक यू।
और किसी के पास कोई क्वेश्चन है तो प्लीज फील फ्री टू अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ एंड आस्क।
This is Gargi here. Ved Gulati ji ka text आया, technical issues के वजह से she got logged out and then she couldn't get back into the meeting. So I have her question, which I will read out. And she says, as I understand, each student will be choosing only one elective. If for some reason he or she likes to change it during the year, will that be allowed?
हम लोग जब बच्चा शुरू में ज्वाइन करता है तो 2 वीक उसके पास होते हैं, वो अपना इलेक्टिव चेंज कर सकता है आफ्टर एनरोलिंग। उसके बाद हम लोग जब नया साल आता है तब भी आप बदल सकते हैं, लेकिन हम लोग जब बीच में मिड सेमेस्टर, मिड ईयर एनरोलमेंट होते हैं तब भी हम 2 वीक ऐसे देते हैं। कुछ पेरेंट्स जो बहुत कुछ वैसा हो, बच्चा छोटा है या इतना, वैसे लोगों के लिए हम उन्हें चेंज करने का ऑप्शन देते हैं। कई बार बच्चा छोटा होता है, मान लीजिए पेरेंट्स ने सोचा कि ये तो तबला बजाएगा, क्योंकि जब हमारा प्रैक्टिकली स्कूल खुलता है तो हमारे पास एक वाइड रेंज ऑफ इलेक्टिव्स है, उसमें कीबोर्ड भी है, तबला भी है और भी बहुत कुछ चीजें हैं। पर अभी वर्चुअली हम उन चीजों को नहीं सिखा सकते हैं, तो इसलिए हमारे इलेक्टिव्स अभी आपको कम दिख रहे हैं। तो ऐसे में कई बार पेरेंट्स बड़े उत्साह से वो सोचते हैं बच्चा तबला सीखे, बच्चे को तबला में डाल देते हैं, $300-400 खर्च करके 500 तबला भी खरीद लेंगे। लेकिन बच्चे को 2-4 महीने में पता लगता है कि तबला बहुत मुश्किल है, वो नहीं सध पा रहा, छोटा है बच्चा, या उसका कोई फ्रेंड योगासन में और बच्चा चाहता है मैं योगासन में जाऊं। तो ऐसे जो नए बच्चे होते हैं या हमें मालूम है कि ये पेरेंट्स हमारे साथ हैं, उन्हें हम ऑप्शन देते हैं जब मिड ईयर एनरोलमेंट आएंगे बीच में, और उस टाइम आप उस बच्चे के लिए चेंज कर सकते हैं। अदरवाइज बीच में हम नहीं चाहते कि कोई अदला बदली करे, क्योंकि हमारे सभी पूरा स्टाफ हमारा वॉलंटियर्स है, फिर सारा पूरा डेटाबेस में चेंज करना पड़ता है, टीचर को नई लिस्ट देनी पड़ती है और बहुत सारे झंझट होते हैं। पर आपके पास शुरू में 2 हफ्ते मौका है बदलने का, और फिर जब मिड ईयर एनरोलमेंट होंगे उनमें समय मिलेगा आपको अवसर बदलने का।
Thank you so much.
अभी और किसी का क्वेश्चन नहीं है, सो वी विल रैप अप. हाउएवर, जैसे पहले अनाउंस किया था, वी हैव आवर वैदिक संस्कृति पर्व कमिंग अप दिस वीकेंड. आपको स्क्रीन पे कैन यू ऑल सी द फ्लायर?
Yes, yes.
हाँ जी. So ये please this is well, I'm saying a must, but yeah, this is extremely highly recommended for all teachers, all parents to attend. ये हम usually September में करते थे after the school starts, but इस बार we are doing it in August because since we have so many other Arya Samajas or so many other VSSs joining us, we wanted to give them I mean like an immersion uh, into our Sanskriti school. So please take use of this opportunity. It's 2 days, the starting 9 a.m. All the way till 5:30 p.m. this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So isme we will have a lot of different classes, not classes, different sessions. So isme we will have sessions with Acharya ji on science, religion, Arya Samaj. Then we will have a session on Vedic prayer, Patanjali meditation. We will have a session on spirit of DAVSS, where you will, जो आपने थोड़ा सा glimpse मिला है आपको आज through question and answer and the presentation, you'll get to learn way more about our DAV Sanskriti school. And then along with that, we have a lot of other sessions which go take a deeper dive into our Sanskriti school, where we'll be learning about how teaching best practices along with the Zoom IT training, both for Naitik Shiksha as well as Hindi. We will also have some team building activities, and then since we have so many new Arya Samajas joining us, we'll have a separate session where we will talk about setting how do you set up a Vedic Sanskriti school. Again, 2 घंटे में all, I mean, we want to give you all as much information as possible. It's 4-5 साल लग जाएंगे मतलब इसको सेट करने में, but it's very important to make a beginning, and this session will provide you with all the tools so that you all can make a very good beginning. So again, we request you all to please join. इसका जो link है it's given here at the bottom. This will also be emailed to you अगर आपके पास already नहीं है. ये हमारे Facebook और website पे भी share हो जाएगा. So please make use of this opportunity. जिसके पास हमारा website का link नहीं है, this is our website, davss.rsamajhouston.org. Our phone number 832-263-7472. Please note this down. आप सबको ये email मिलेगा इसके बाद, इस session के बाद. So we request you all to please stay connected. Please make the best use of this opportunity. COVID, although it's very bad, but it has presented to us this golden opportunity. So please make use of this. So Acharya ji, अब आप कुछ closing remarks and then I think we can end.
Closing remarks. आवाज नहीं आ रही, बोलो.
हाँ जी आचार्य जी, आवाज आ रही है आपकी.
हाँ 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 बेटा, बस मैं सबसे यही कहना चाह रही थी, वैदिक संस्कृति पर्व जो है ये ओपन टू ऑल है, और कोई भी फैमिली, कोई भी आर्य समाज के लोग अधिक से अधिक इसमें आ सकते हैं. यह एक वैसा है जैसे कि भारत में कभी हम लोग श्रावणी पर्व और वेद सप्ताह मनाया करते थे. एक्चुअली मतलब आपको हर आर्य समाज से जुड़े हुए, हर संस्था से जुड़े हुए, हर पेरेंट्स को फर्स्ट डे तो डेफिनेटली आना चाहिए, और जो हमारे वॉलंटियर, टीचर, स्टाफ के लोग हैं उनके लिए दोनों दिन इसमें पूरा रहना मैंडेटरी है. तो वे सब इसे जरूर ज्वाइन करें. और आपके यहाँ लिंक दिया गया है, उसमें आप जहाँ है ना RSVP करने का, वहाँ आपको रजिस्ट्रेशन कराना होगा ताकि आपको एक डायरेक्ट लिंक आ जाए ज्वाइन करने के लिए.
ये सारे सेशन Zoom पर हैं, ये सारे सेशन Zoom पर होंगे, so you all can log in from wherever you are.
जी, और अधिक से अधिक संस्था से बच्चों को, यह एक ऐसा अवसर है, जो बच्चे जितनी जल्दी ज्वाइन करेंगे, जो परिवार, अगर आप किसी के लिए भी थोड़ा सा भी पुण्य का काम करना चाहते हैं, आप उस परिवार को जोड़िए. मतलब बस ईश्वर आपको बहुत पुण्य देगा उसके बदले में, अगर आपने सच में बच्चों को इसमें जोड़ा. मैं कहने, ये ऐसा नहीं है कि जैसे आजकल हो गया है कि सब अपनी अपनी दुकान खोलकर बैठे हैं और हर आदमी बोलता है, और ये मैं सच्चे मन से कह रही हूँ, यह उस तरह की चीज नहीं है. हमारे लिए बहुत कठिन है लोगों को यह समझा पाना. लोग सोचते हैं 1-2 घंटे वहाँ लोग 50-50, 60-60 डॉलर देकर चीजों में एनरोल होते हैं। यहाँ 1 घंटा $2 भी नहीं पड़ रहा, और अगर उसका भी बच्चों को लाभ न मिल सके इस वैदिक विजडम का, तो सच में बहुत ही हमारे लिए भी बहुत दुख की बात है और शर्म की बात है। इसलिए अधिक से अधिक बच्चे इसका लाभ ले सकें। 1 सप्ताह में, पूरे साल में भी अगर कोई इसको ज्वाइन करे, 2 घंटा एक दिन स्कूल होता है और 38 संडेज होते हैं, यानी आउट ऑफ 38 संडेज को अब आप 2 से गुना कर दीजिए, देख लीजिए 40 को भी गुना कर दीजिए तो 80 आवर्स पूरे साल में आउट ऑफ 365 डेज। अगर आप अपने बच्चों को 80 घंटे भी संस्कार देने के लिए इतना भी यत्न नहीं कर सकते, तो फिर आप जब बच्चे बड़े हो जाएंगे, हमारे पास, आपके पास, जिसके भी बच्चे हैं, आपको लगता है वे आपके बच्चे हैं, लेकिन आपके ऊपर थोड़ा सा ऋण है कि इन बच्चों को आप मालिक मत बनिए, उनके माली बनिए। और उन बच्चों के लिए थोड़ा सा भी कुछ करना चाहें, भारतीय समुदाय का कोई भी बच्चा है कहीं, आप कोशिश कीजिए हाथ जोड़कर। हम तो हर तरह से तैयार हैं, इसलिए आर्य समाजों ने फाइनेंशियल असिस्टेंस की भी बात की। बच्चों को कम्युनिटी से जुड़ा रहने दीजिए। आज सारी दुनिया कहती है कि बच्चे, इंडियन कम्युनिटी अमेरिका में बहुत अच्छा कर रही है, बहुत अच्छा कर रही है। वो इसीलिए कर रही है क्योंकि उनके पास वो फैमिली सपोर्ट सिस्टम है, जो उनके माता पिता कहते हैं बेटा आप कुछ भी करो, हम जीवन भर तुम्हारा साथ देंगे। लेकिन आपके बच्चे अब इस अमेरिकन कम्युनिटी में पल रहे हैं, यहाँ की चीजें देख रहे हैं, उनके पास कोई फैमिली का वैसा मॉडल नहीं है उनके आसपास, उनके स्कूलों में, मीडिया में, समाज में, सोसाइटी में। तो इनके बच्चों की गृहस्थियां कैसी होंगी जिससे वो देख रहे हैं, उस मॉडल को लेके चलेंगे। तो इसलिए इस बड़े परिवार से, जैसे घर में बुजुर्ग होते हैं, आप संस्कृति स्कूल को वैसा समझिए कि सब रिश्तेदारों से भरा पूरा एक परिवार है। उस परिवार से आपके अपने बच्चों को जोड़ना है, यही लोगों से कहिए। और मैं बस क्या कहूँ, मतलब मैं कई बार बहुत दुखी हो जाती हूँ जब भी बच्चे इस भावना को, इस चीज को माता पिता रियलाइज नहीं करते हैं। वो ये समझते हैं, पर पेरेंट्स को ये रियलाइज करना चाहिए कि अगर हम साल में 80 घंटे भी अपने बच्चों को संस्कार सिखाने वाली चीज के लिए नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, तो बच्चे बड़े हो जाएंगे, फिर आपके हाथ से गए। फिर आप कितना भी दुखी होते रहें, पछताते रहें कि बच्चा बड़े होकर, फिर आप बस, जैसे समाज में आपने सुना होगा, एल्डर्स बैठकर यही बातें करते हैं, अजय आजकल बच्चे कहाँ सुनते हैं, अजी बच्चे ऐसे हैं। फिर आपको वैसी ही चिट चैट करनी पड़ेगी बैठकर, पर तब तक समय बीत चुका होगा। समय बीतने से पहले आप जाग जाइए, जगा दीजिए। जितने लोगों को जगा देंगे, ईश्वर उतनी आप पर आशीर्वाद देगा, कृपा करेगा। यही कह सकती हूँ मैं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Acharya ji. So our enrollments are open. If you go to our website davss.rsamajhouston.org, वहाँ पे direct link है हमारे enrollment form का. You can click on it and register. We are taking registrations. Our session is starting in less than 2 weeks. So thank you all so much for your time. Namaste.
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 Thank you.
Namaste all.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, beta.
Thank you. Namaste ji.
Namaste, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
बंद करेगा। थैंक यू विनीता जी, थैंक यू विनीता जी। नमस्ते नमस्ते। रविंदर जी, थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग। नमस्ते नमस्ते जी। जी उपासना जी, नमस्ते।